Peace and blessings, family. This is D Rose with another episode on the D Rose Talk Show. So what we about to what we about to dive into is the 14-year-old boy that was stabbed in the Bronx on Friday. First, before we get into the video, we start, sharing information. I want to give my condolences to his family, all of his loved ones, his friends, his teachers, the people that he has built relationships with, the people who he has positively impacted, the people who mourn for him. I just want to give my condolences to them. Now let's dive into this. The 14-year-old kid, I don't want to say his name, because he's still, he was underage. He was stabbed to death in the Bronx, and allegedly it was a 29-year-old Waldo Mejia. Now, why I say allegedly is because there's no verdict that was given yet. We want to see the information. We want, with this 14-year-old getting stabbed, I want to make sure, we all want to make sure that the right person gets convicted of this. And so I just want to wait and see. Y'all could post a picture on things like that online. But we need the evidence. We need to see this, because with a situation like this, a 14-year-old, an underage kid being stabbed for no reason at all, unprovoked, they said, the right person needs to be convicted. And if it's Waldo Mejia, he needs to be convicted, point blank. There's no excuse unless we're talking about a self-defense situation where, this kid, a youth was, shooting a gun or trying to stab somebody. This kid was innocently going to school that morning. And even if he wasn't going to school that morning, he wasn't bothering anybody. So, yeah, whoever that is, they need to definitely be served justice. Waldo Mejia, going into him, he apparently he has a lengthy rap sheet, and he was previously arrested for a stabbing, they said, a week ago. If he was previously arrested for a stabbing a week ago, why is he out? I don't know, right? And it seems like they had that on camera. I guess is something that's going on with New York now, with them changing the laws and things like that. And then they also says he has a history of mental illness. So forgetting about the criminal aspect of it. Let's forget about the criminal aspect of it. He has a history of mental illness. And so he went to go stab somebody the week before. Why is he... We not saying, okay, put him in Rikers Island. That's not going to really do anything for him. He has a mental illness. Why is he not receiving treatment? Why is he not being watched by mental health professionals? Right? And, this, what happened to the 14-year-old is completely unfortunate. And nobody wants to go through something like this. And this is a one-off situation. It's not every day. It's not every month that we're hearing in New York that a 14-year-old kid, underage kid, was stabbed to death. It's not very common. But it shows, this situation shows that it can take place. And it is my belief that it can become more common if we don't make a change, right? If we don't make a change. Somebody has stated that the state's legal system continues to fail us. I believe that is a half truth, half lie in this situation. Yes, it continues to fail us. It continues to fail. It has failed this 14-year-old kid. And I don't even think it's the legal system. I think it is how the city is governing the mental health, how we dealing with mental health. If he has a history of mental health, should not have been on the street, especially with stabbing somebody a week ago. Waldo Mejia should have not been on the street if he stabbed somebody a week ago. Right? Why hasn't he been given those services? Right? How much of the crime that is going on in New York City and in some of these other places, right? Where we're saying like, oh, these are criminals, right? How many of these cases are actually mental health cases where they're doing criminal acts and they're not receiving the services that they need? Putting them in jail is not going to do anything for them. Right? Yes, we're making sure that this person that has committed a criminal act that may or may not have been violent and putting them into prison, but are we really servicing somebody? Are they really being rehabilitated? Right? Because that's what they try to sell to us about the prison system, that is rehab. Right? And so if you're putting a mental health person in a prison, is that really going to be rehab for them? Correction officers are not mental health professionals. Right? So what's the solution here? What is the solution here? I believe that one of the solutions, honestly, is that one, we need to make an adjustment to the legal system. Right? Because even if he was not, let's give the scenario, if he's not a mental health, Waldo Mejia did not deal with mental health issues, illnesses. If he didn't deal with that, and he was just a violent person, or he just committed criminal acts, and we sent him there, right, to prison, what are some ways that we can help people from doing crime and being a better citizen, a better person for society? What are some programs that we could implement to give people a chance to be a positive impact in a society, help the economy, right? Without further damaging families. Now, with the mental health is, what are some things that we can put in place, right? It seems like they are shutting down on services for the mental health. We have people that's dealing with mental health issues on the train, being homeless and on the street. I'm hearing that they're shutting down programs and funding for youth with mental health issues. And or they may have autism. Right? And so the parents they're not able to, get the services that they need for their children. Right? And so that's another layer of stress on this parent, who then may or may not give up on their child. And now the child is out in the street with no services, or the child becomes an adult and have no services, nobody to go to help them, to help maintain their mental capacity, and not go out here and do criminal acts like this one. Right? Because if defunding the mental health hospitals is going to cause more of our teenage youth to be harmed, innocently harmed, the defunding is not worth it. Let's put some of that congestion pricing, if that's what y'all gonna use it for, to get some services for the mental health so that we could protect our youth. Let's get it done. If that's what y'all want to use it for, that sounds like a great cause. I'm done here, family. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share with y'all family and friends. And again, my condolences to his family.